up, YouTube? We back at it again. Another reaction. Airplay Beats, Lon Chi. And today we're reacting to The Making of Peg by Steely Dan.
Had to see what this is about because Peg is probably my favorite Steely song so far.
I think I'm going with Deacon Blues.
Kid Charlemagne kind of slapped me in the face.
Oh, yeah, Kid Charlemagne.
Kind of slapped me in the face, but Peg is, I love Peg.
But now we get to see what's behind all of this, so let's go.
Yeah.
I seen your picture.
There he is.
Is that
Look
the
at
drummer?
him. Yeah.
Lots above it. This is your big debut.
I feel nothing but pride from that track. That was one of the best tracks I ever played on. As far as drums were going at that time, it was like if you had a club in your right hand and a club in your left hand and clubs for feet, you could play.
I keep it with your letter.
He said that's one of the best songs, if not the best song I've played
I
on.
had just opened my hi-hat a hair.
The hair.
Every couple of beats with what I was playing with my right hand on the hi-hat, and it created this little sound. Now, I've done that, but never, ever heard it on the record that I had done, because engineers and sounds at the time, you know, it was one of those things where it's a nuance, and those things didn't exist.
You see it all.
He still got it too.
Oh,
Hey!
shucks.
As I remember, this was kind of a written bass part, but he fixed it up in his own.
Parts of it were written.
Right.
This part was written. This verse part.
Oh, he improvised.
This was slapping and also fretting with his thumb. Chuck had a really unique. So here's the chorus, which was.
You'd have to ask Chuck about the thumb business, you know.
They didn't want me to slap, I think mainly because at that time, slapping was just becoming popular.
Wow.
And was on a lot of records.
Wow.
Stuff.
However, by me being a player, I think there are some songs that slapping sounds good. And no matter who you are, you want to keep in the fold of what's happening. Peg, that bridge there just seemed to be a slapping thing for me. They said, well, no, play with your fingers.
This is a great video. They're
I'm
going
enjoying this.
to. Me too. They're actually going to break down every instrument in the record.
Yes.
This is amazing.
I've been dying to see this one.
This is amazing. And
I live for this type.
and the
of
fact that they said that he said during this time slapping was just a thing. Like since we've been born, all we know is basis to slap. I didn't know that it became a thing one day. I thought that was just how you play the bass.
Nah, there's different type of
No, he said it wasn't a thing then. Period.
what, slapping?
Yeah.
No, he said that's all they were doing back then was slapping.
No, he said they
no,
weren't-
no,
no.
he said that's what they were starting to do, and he didn't.
No, he said it was brand new at the time.
Yeah, it was that.
They didn't
funky
want you to
sound,
do it.
like,
It was yeah.
It was that funky sound.
It was brand new.
70s.
Brand new. He said this seemed like it needed to have some. And
put it
kudos
on
to
the-
him for. They said they wrote the bass out for him, and he just took it to a next level.
Professional, man. Come
Man, this is an awesome video. This is
Or
awesome.
something like that. And then you play these songs so many times that after a while, I remember just turning just a little bit
I don't want to look at nobody.
this way or this way and putting up a partition. And they were about that high. And of course, sitting in a much lower chair. And I remember, slapping. They never knew it went down. They never knew it, except afterwards you can tell there was a difference in that bridge.
Yeah, he hit it. That's,
I can hear it though.
Here's
I
the,
can hear it though.
Put in the keyboards again.
can't really hear what
You
the
got
keys
here,
come
here's
in
a
though. It fits so beautiful.
little trio here.
It just sounds like he's fingering it. Huh.
Oh, you can hear the slap.
No, but it sounds like he's fingering
I'll,
the
I'll tell you one
keys.
thing that's interesting that I'm
It's
listening to
your
now
favorite
is that you don't really hear in a lot of groups that you hear. There's a lot of doubling between the bass and the kick drum, and you can hear here
Yeah, because that kick is.
that the kick drum is all sort of syncopated. It's not really.
Yeah. The
You
syncopation,
know what I mean? It's
boy.
not doubling so much the strong beats that the bass is playing. It's all good.
You gotta love them, but it's not like
That rise
you
cymbal.
go in there and you're just really good friends and you'll play and you'll try to get into it and they'll say, yeah, that's really good. and then the next day somebody else is doing it, a whole other band. It wasn't like they played musical chairs with the guys in the band. They played musical bands. The whole band would go, and a whole incredible other band would come in.
That's what they told us, man. Ooh, hold on, let me.
We never came up with a band of our own.
I want to thank all of our followers and the people who have commented on our videos, told us that they use different bands all the time. What he just said is incredible for a
Played
band.
musical
for
bands.
the two artists to be like, they played not musical chairs, musical bands. So they brought in different bands for different songs and this and that.
But it sounds
is-
cohesive.
That is amazing.
Asia album all sounds like one band though.
That one sounds cohesive as hell. We haven't heard the other albums yet.
But they brought in a band for each
That's
song. Though.
that's ingenious,
It's
actually.
amazing, man.
That they knew what sound they wanted and made and had them. They actually wrote out the different parts for the basses
but you freak it your way. You do
Look,
what you do.
I know some people won't understand why we are covering this or reacting to this, but we've owned the studio for 15 years, so we are really into the engineer work, into the studio work. So this is great.
Production. That's what
And
we all about.
for a song that we
producing.
love, this is
We all
what
about
do.
the production, man.
Yeah.
So here we go.
That we felt was the right
Oh,
combination
shucks,
of guys.
look
that
at
was
it.
Keyboardist,
stable.
huh?
It was just me and Walter.
That's
you hear
them, huh?
somebody in a record and you say, wow.
Hey, we're going to
listen
Zim
to
next
this guy's a
Halloween.
great soloist. Let's have him come in and
That's who we gonna
what
be.
would he be good on? You know, what would suit his style? You know, that's the fun.
They came back in and played.
This tune, I think, is infamous among studio players in that
It's
we
a
hired a
different
couple
drummer.
of guitar players, to play the solo, and it wasn't quite what we were looking for until we got through 3 or 4, 5 players.
Six or
players,
seven,
6
you
or
know.
7, 8 players.
You still don't think Peg's your favorite?
To me, it was sort of like,
It's hard to beat
you know,
that.
some of it started
Oh,
getting
this guy.
foggy, right? I would come into the studio and go, okay, we got another day of this that we have to do. And so some of it would just go by like,
Man,
days of the week. Here
probably
we go
lives
again,
in
another
the
guitar
studio.
solo.
Made a lot of money off Steely.
Oh, there it is. Let's check this out. Go back, and let's hear it in the track.
So that's Steely right there?
There you go. In other words,
Speaks for itself, really.
let's see if we can find another one.
This is probably the,
Hold on, let me see what he
last
was
guy
doing.
I just wanna say something real
before
quick.
Jay did it.
I just want to say something quick.
He's going through different
No,
guitar
no,
solos.
no,
or
no,
something.
no, he is. But I was just about to say that. Steely Dan, it's not the guitarist that ever captures me, though.
That on Josie, it was the guitarist.
On that particular song?
Josie, it was.
Okay. But it's just, I can just see that they're just.
I mean, it's all together,
it's
man.
a whole bunch of different. No, I'm just saying. He's not like the Led Zeppelin guitarist. Like
You're
you
talking-
don't
that's-
hear that level of
That's a whole different ball game. This is a
their music. It's to them.
Zeppelin and Steely.
Look.
We started them at the same
like-
time,
like-
the deep dive, but
right,
they're not the
like
same.
like Jimmy Page is like LeBron, and Steely Dan has the rest of the Lakers. It's just the rest of the team. Like
What?
No. I'm just saying as far as the guitar player, the musicianship, like
Yeah.
their music is there. It's just their whole band come together as Voltron, though,
As one.
as one. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, so does Led too.
Man,
You can't put this stuff into words, man.
It's hard to describe what I'm hearing.
I know. I know.
But you know what I'm saying,
I know
though.
what you're trying to do.
Like Jimmy Page stands out, like, but their band just fuses together.
Page was a star,
Yeah, by itself. But they
but they bring in different people.
still
so
yeah.
it's just,
But it's all
he's
fu-
not
like,
meant to be.
It's fusion music.
Trying to make the music.
It all comes together like
Yeah,
Voltron.
yeah.
It just forms.
Let's
Like
go.
Here's another one.
This is another one.
oh, they were trying out the
Solo.
guitars.
Yes, he's about 7 of them.
What is that? Some kind of little envelope filter thing?
Yeah, that was-
going there on his
It's
guitar.
a little envelope filter.
That's what I thought.
I know what that is.
It sounds small.
Yeah, put the
Didn't
filter
you
on.
hear someone did
It
this to
sounds
you?
too small.
And then finally, Jay Graydon came in and did it.
Here he
with
comes.
no
Guy.
difficulty whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
That's it right there. He killed it.
Yeah. He came in with some others. and
Killed
different
it.
sounds.
Sort of Hawaiian.
Yeah,
section
it's kind of
there.
a Polynesian.
It
Prefigured
is
my
Polynesian.
later residence in Hawaii.
Man, those guys' ears are elite. Those guys' ears are elite, man. What the heck's going on now?
I'd worked with him enough to kind of know what.
Oh yeah, remember he was on the hook. They told us that though.
certain words.
He was on the
I
hook.
just
He was on the
wanted
chorus.
to hear a certain way.
Look at him.
You know, normally under normal circumstances, people
One of the
wouldn't.
greats.
Look at
You know,
him
they
go.
This is the words. You hear the parts. You sing it, and you know that's the phrasing. But for those guys, phrasing could have such a nuance. You know that. You know, singing a line like half as much as you'd think. Oh, you know, how many different ways can you say it in that phrasing rhythmically? And you know,
That man can
but it would
sing right
be-
there.
I love
it
his
would come down to
voice.
such fine points like pronunciation and
He can sing his ass off.
exact rhythmic. You know.
The people in our comments are so on point because remember when they told us
They know
that
the
Michael
credits,
McDonald's
man. Our people
was,
know the
was-
credits.
Michael McDonald was sung that hook,
Our people know.
and
the
I was
credits,
mesmerized
man.
because I love Michael McDonald.
Me
Like,
too.
He's one of the. His vocals are just. He's one of my favorite singers.
The texture of his voice
I love
is
him.
beautiful.
Vibrato, no vibrato, you know, things like that. And so it was always real challenging.
He did a couple parts on top of himself.
That sound is.
Let's check out his high part just to embarrass him.
Cool.
Sorry, Mike. There it is. Solo ears too.
Those harmonies, man.
Oh man.
Peg doesn't sound like much of a part, but the
That harmony.
He did all the parts.
Yes.
He did all the parts.
Hold on,
himself,
man.
Too.
That harmony, those notes he's hitting in all them different pieces, elite. That is hard.
Not only is it elite, when we first heard the song, I thought it was more than one person. He did all the parts himself. Salute Michael
There
McDonald.
is no woman back there. Like I thought.
I thought it was. I thought it was several people.
him, the falsetto.
He did
It's
every.
his
He
falsetto.
did every single part.
Soprano, alto part.
This might be my favorite video.
This is dope.
It is.
We gotta find more of these.
It
man.
is.
harmonies were so close that
See, the
that
harmonies
was
are so close.
a real learning experience for me to sing,
hit it, too.
record, you know, part by part with myself. That
He hit that.
you know, when you're going back into to sing that next harmony, it's so close to the note you're singing.
That's what I'm hearing.
It was just
So many parts are so close.
real hard for me to discern that interval and keep it in pitch.
You did a great job, buddy.
Yeah, you did. Oh, he can't. He can't
We had a
contain
pretty
himself.
specific idea about this, how these background parts would work, and the sort of
It's your favorite
rhythmic approach, and how we wanted it phrased, and so on.
This feels like
Listen, man.
fresh spring water.
Has anything surpassed Peg yet that we've heard?
Man, that was amazing. We're gonna find more of these makings.
Oh
of
yeah,
these,
no.
Steely
We love
Dan
we love studio talk, and if y'all do too, we're gonna
documentaries.
do more of that. We love
Anything
studio
y'all can
talk.
find, send them to us,
But
please. That was
what's your thoughts on that right there?
the production.
Just what we just watched.
I'm in shock. The drums, I didn't understand was because at the end there was a second drummer in there in the middle. That wasn't the original drummer, right?
No, the first guy. Well, maybe
first
they had
guy.
two. Maybe they had two. But the first guy was talking, and
He was the
said what he
original
did with the
drummer, right?
recording. With
yeah,
the recording.
Yeah. I loved it, man, to see all that come together because all we had was this album picture of this album cover, and
They had a drummer, they had a pianist, and they had a.
everything, man. Horns. There's horns. They didn't get into the
They
horns.
didn't get to the horns
I
yet. They
wish
didn't
they
get to the
did
horns,
to see,
but,
so we see the, but man, that was dope.
Yeah, that was crazy. Like, and Michael McDonald just sealed the deal. Peg is right now. I thought Kid Charlemagne kind of.
You're back on Peg now.
I told you Peg was my favorite song. I
But-
sing
but-
Peg every day.
Man, that was amazing, bro.
That was a great video.
We gotta find the
Oh,
making
and
of the
and the
whole
other part,
album.
the other part that blew my mind, real quick, is just they didn't play musical instrumentalists coming in and trying out for the part. They did whole bands. People don't do that.
It was still some trying out because they went through all them guitar solos, and them other brothers didn't make
Right,
it.
but
But
that
that one, that last one,
that might be why your band didn't make it.
I think that was just a fillet. The guitars,
And
they
then
kept the other
so
guys
they
on
picking
that
and
one.
choosing from each band who they
I
want to keep.
believe,
Yeah, that's
man, that's a dope process right there.
that's the people don't do that. They just stick with their one band.
I mean, we don't know. It could be done, and we don't have a clue.
That's true. That's true. That's
We don't have a damn clue.
That could be
what
true.
goes on in that studio, but
but I haven't heard nothing like that. Different bands for different albums. I haven't heard that. so,
usually it's just a band.
yeah. So
Led Zeppelin.
yeah.
You feel me? But anyway, beautiful stuff. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, talk to us. We'll talk back, and we up out of here.